Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Tyson Kidd.
Welcome back inside the NXT arena, and it is a pleasure to have Tyson Kidd back here, regardless of the circumstances. And I know, William, you've had a nice relationship with Tyson Kidd over the years, and it's just good to see him back up and moving.
Yes, a young man with a wonderful future in the WWE. A little setback, but it won't stop him. This man's got more heart than, a thousand soldiers. So he's a wonderful man.
He's been very optimistic through his rehabilitation process, very positive, and many people describe this guy as a workhorse, and he's told all his fans on social media how excited he is to get back, how much he appreciates all the love and support of WWE fans. They just care, and there's a guy right now who's going to have a long road back, but when he gets there, oh boy, is it fun to watch.
Let's hear it for Tyson Kidd. Tyson, thanks so much for joining us. For those that don't know, you were injured recently and had reconstructive knee surgery with the famous surgeon, Dr. James Andrews. Can you tell us about the incident?
I was competing on a WWE Live event, and I did a dive, and I tore almost every ligament in my knee. But before I knew what the prognosis was, I lived to compete. And I asked the WWE doctors to please let me compete, and I competed on it the next night, which could have worsened it. We didn't know the extent of the injury at that time. And I've heard a lot of rumors of how long I'll be out and when I'll be back. But know one thing, I promise you that Tyson Kidd will be back!
Now, Tyson, on a recent Monday Night Raw, the longest tenured champion of the last 25 years, CM Punk, called you one of the underappreciated workhorses of WWE. How did that feel to hear that from CM Punk?
CM Punk. Love him or hate him, you have to respect him. He is the longest reigning WWE champion of the past 25 years. And for him to go on national TV and call me a workhorse, I'm flattered. And the thing about the workhorse is that it's not just a catchphrase, it's a mentality, it's a way of life, it's the way that Tyson Kidd deals with everyday situations. It's something that's been instilled in me since I was a teenager in the dungeon, and that is to go out and every single day be the absolute best that I can be. That's what the work...
Wait a minute.
I am going to end your career, Mr. Kidd. Look at you. Like a wounded animal. So weak and vulnerable. You should have stayed away, Mr. Kidd. You should have stayed away.
Wait a minute. What is Leo Kruger doing here? Clearly Tyson Kidd is injured right now. Oh! And there's Justin Gabriel, best friend and longtime partner of Tyson Kidd, coming to the rescue.
Kruger's actions are reprehensible, but you've got to expect that from him. As he said, he sees a wounded animal and he wants to pounce. That's what he does.
Well, that is just pathetic, in my view. Going after a man who's on one leg in the middle of the ring.
Well, sometimes they're the best ones to go after them.
Justin Gabriel sending a message to Leo Kruger, Tyson Kidd and company, not to be messed with on NXT.
Coming up, the special Challenge non-title match between champion Biggie Langston and Conor O'Brien. Two gladiators collide in our main event on NXT. It happens